Vanakkam and welcome to Canadian Samayal with Priya. Today I'm going to be sharing the recipe of a very easy sambar. We call it lemon sambar because the sourness comes from the lemon instead of the tamarind as it goes in the traditional sambar recipes. Let's go over the ingredients we're going to need for making the sambar. So we're going to be starting with shallots, tomatoes, shallots or onions and cilantro or curry leaves or bunch of red chillies and cooked dal. So we're going to just dilute the dal by adding a little bit of water so that it's in the liquid form instead of the tight dal it ended up being after pressure cooking. And the things for tempering are going to be curry leaves, mustard seeds, split urad dal, red chilies, and asafoetida. So in a pan, just pour in 2 tablespoons of oil and add your mustard seeds until they start spluttering. So the oil has to be at a temperature where the mustard seeds start spluttering. And then add your urad dal and let it fry for a little bit until it turns a little bit brown, not too much, just a little bit brown. Add the curry leaves. There's a handful of curry leaves here which have been added, and just let it fry a little bit, and then add your onions or shallots in this case. It's optional, either shallots or onions should work. I had shallots at home, so we decided to go with the shallots here, and that's close to 5 to 6 shallots right there. They were medium-sized ones. So just fry it a little bit. I wouldn't say fry it, just sweat it out, because you don't want to be frying it for as you do for other dishes, because for this sambar you just need the onions to be sweated out. And then add your red chilies. That's a big bunch of red chilies. My mom likes to have it spicy, so that was a bit on the spicier side. So eventually we ended up taking out a bunch of chilies, red chilies out of the sambar. But adjust it according to your taste. But this is all where the heat is going to come from, so adjust it accordingly. And then add your tomatoes in the same way, just sweat it out a little bit. And the red chilies, depending on the heat, you can start from maybe 4 or 5. When I cook, I usually add just 4 or 5 red chilies, whereas from what you saw, there's close to 15 red chilies in this recipe here. Again, adjust it according to your taste. And then add a cup of water and let the whole thing cook for a little bit. Add your salt, because this is the right moment to add the salt, because the vegetables would absorb the salt and the taste would be much better compared to when you add it later on. So that's almost that's 1.5 teaspoon of salt for the dal, which is 3/4 of a cup cooked in the pressure cooker for 10 minutes in the low heat. And then you just add the turmeric powder. That's 1/4 of a spoon of turmeric powder. There was turmeric powder added in the dal as well, so that's why there is a little reduced amount of powder right here. And let all the vegetables, the onions and the tomatoes cook. And add a little bit more water if need be, because the sambar is usually in a watery consistency. It's not as thick as a regular sambar would usually be. So go ahead and add your dal now. The dal is again cooked with the turmeric, a little bit of cuminn seeds and asafoetida or hind in it. That's how we usually cook for all the dal, sambar or dal. So that's the typical recipe we usually use. So this is the consistency you're looking for. So add more water if you need to, and bring it to this consistency, and let it come to a rolling boil. Because once it boils, and the stage you're looking for is right here, when it boils, that's when all the taste is incorporated into the dal and makes it taste delicious. Once it's all boiled, that's when you add your lemon juice. So that was almost 2 tablespoons of lemon juice right there, which we added. And then add the cilantro or the cilantro, I can't remember the usual coriander leaves. There we go. Add the cilantro or the coriander leaves and just give it a good mix. And that's all. You switch off the stove and your sambar is ready. This is one of the easiest recipes you can ever come across. It's both favored by both the kids and adults because it's so easy and light too, because there is no turmeric going in. And finally, you just add a little bit of asafoetida because you want the flavors to be able to smell it when you are actually eating it. If you put it in the beginning, it is lost in there. So asafoetida, this is when you are adding it. So it's pretty much complete. And if you really like this video, please share, like, and subscribe to my channel, which is Canadian Samail. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.